Ayo, it's your boy Alert Gaming coming at y'all with another NBA 2K20 video, and today we're gonna be covering the top 3 must-have finishing badges. Before we even get started with that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new, you want to make sure to turn that noti bell so you do not miss a single video, cause we upload daily 2K content and you do not want to miss a single video. And we're gonna get started with the first badge of the day. As you guys can see, I got almost all my finishing badges. I have 28 out of 30 finishing badges. I grinded these badges at the park, which was really fun. This was the first build where I did not really play any MYCAREER. Honestly, I barely played that many MYCAREER. I maybe played like 2 maybe MYCAREER games. I had a lot of fun playing the build of the park on my interior force, so I do have a little bit of tips and tricks to give you for the badges. For the first badge, we got A-Stock Consistent Finisher. You might be asking, why is this badge, why did you put this badge? This badge is really good for all builds. This badge is really good for all builds, from point guard to center, because the fact that the layup system this year, we can all agree that it's really broken. Sometimes I know some people might argue that you might want to go with Pro Touch, but I would disagree. Even if you really have good timing, sometimes 2K can give you a delay or you lag out a bit, so you want to go for that consistent finisher because it's going to allow you, even most of the time when you're doing acrobatics or fancy footwork type of moves and you know you don't complete it, it's going to allow you to get those types of layups. Or when you're going against a like a smaller guard, you're able just to finish it over them. I've seen that animation a lot, especially as a big man. I have noticed it. What you want to put this build, you want to put it either silver or gold. If you do not have that many finishing badges, do not put it on Hall of Fame. I would suggest putting it on silver or gold for all players, even if you do not have that many finishing badges. I remember on my stretch, I didn't have that many finishing badges. I ended up putting it on bronze and I had fun with it. For the fourth badge that we got is that contact finisher. I know I'm gonna get a lot of haters asking me, why do you put contact finisher so low on the fourth? Contact finisher is not that necessary this year. After the recent patch, I don't know what 2K did to contact finisher, but I messed around with it. I know I have it on Hall of Fame, but I do almost have 30 out of 30 finishing badges. That's the thing. But if you do not have that many finishing badges, put it on silver or gold. Put it on silver or gold if you do not have that many finishing badges, because there's a lot of more finishing badges where you can be able to put that extra badge and it's gonna give you that extra flavor to be able to go get more crazy dunks. I know a lot of people gonna be asking me, why you put contact finisher so low? I have noticed, I have tested it out. I put it on silver and I put it on Hall of Fame, and I was getting contact dunks like it was really nothing. The third finishing badge that we got is this is a really slept on badge. Like I made a video on this, and that's Relentless Finisher. Relentless Finisher improves a player's ability to take it gives you like a boost when you're going to the rack and you have no stamina. This will allow you. This works perfectly with Lob City Finisher. If you've seen yourself catch lobs with like no stamina, that's because of that Relentless Finisher. Relentless Finisher works on layups, dunks, and pretty much when it's like whenever you're finishing at the rim, it's gonna allow you to finish with plenty of energy. Now you know why I would take Relentless Finisher higher than contact finisher, because you need to have stamina in order to be able to dunk. I know a lot of people be asking, why am I not able to dunk? It's the fact that before you even get to the rack, you have maybe a bar of stamina. You're not gonna be able to get no contact dunks with that. Oh, it's like you're trying to dunk with no stamina or get lobs with no stamina. It's really key. It's really key, especially as a big man. Stamina is key. And this is gonna be one of the most slept on badges. I know I'm gonna get a lot of people asking me, why did you put this badge down low? Coming in on number 2. On number 2, we got that fancy footwork. I don't think this badge needs that much of an introduction, because this badge is really cheesy. After the I don't know why 2K has not touched this badge. It's like after the recent patch 12, it's like they made it more broken for some reason. Fancy footwork, come on. I think everyone knows what fancy footwork, but if you do not know, it improves your player's ability to do gathers, hop steps, any shot player If you have a shot creator, this badge is going to allow your player to take it to the next level. If you have a Ticino type of build, or if Giannis type of build, this badge is going to be cheesy because the fact that whenever you do a fancy footwork, it leaves them frozen. You leaves them frozen, so the higher you put it, it's gonna allow you to become the most OP. I would say it'd be top 1, but the fact that myself, I don't like doing hop steps all game. If you yourself, you like doing hop steps all game, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Get your rep up, you know, salute to you, get your rep and your dunks on. But for me, there's another badge that takes the cake over fancy footwork, and you're gonna be asking, what kind of badge could that possibly be? Fancy footwork. Do not sleep on fancy footwork, because the fact that you can mix this badge with too many. Fancy footwork, consistent finisher, relentless, those two, just those three alone work perfectly together. That's the fact that you do not want to sleep on fancy footwork. This has been one of the best badges since the game started. As soon as people found out that you could do hop steps back to back, people legit started just making them Giannis type of builds. I've seen people go on winning streaks with this badge. It's coming in a number 1. This is the best badge. This is the best badge because the fact that Slithery Finisher is the top finishing badge coming in. I know I'm gonna get some people disagreeing with me, asking Slithery. I have made a video explaining exactly what Slithery does. Just in case you did not know what Slithery does, it improves your player's ability to avoid contact when attacking the rim. So this badge works with every other badge on this list that I've just mentioned. It works with fancy footwork, relentless, lob city, acrobatic, any other badge, even contact finisher. This is why you don't see this badge popping up the match. This badge is really the best badge because it switches your player's animations. If you have now noticed, if you see people going for a dunk and it switches to a layup, that's the fact that Slithery is there kicking in. It kicks in hella critical moments, and it works with too many other badges just to simply ignore it, because it's simply one of the best badges that we got in the game. So if you have finishing badges, put this on the highest you can possibly put it. You'll be doing yourself a big favor, honestly. Do not sleep on this badge because it's really good. And we move on to the honorable mentions. I know some of y'all are waiting for this, and the first of the honorable mentions is deep hooks, because the fact of how broken this badge is. This broken badge, I don't know why 2K has not fixed this badge. If you pair it up with back down Punisher, you're gonna be going completely crazy, especially if you're a big man. I know my point guards, if you're small, you know how this feels. If you see a big man doing the post moves, like the post hooks, you are not gonna be able to do anything, because if you do not have that one badge, that post move lockdown, it's gonna be next impossible to stop that badge. It's like they worked way too good together. And another honorable mention is acrobatic. Acrobatic, do not sleep on acrobatic. Acrobatic is really good, especially with the reverse dunks, reverse layups. You gonna become unstoppable. Hey, you guys have seen, I'm gonna bring a video on acrobatic, because the fact, even me as a big man, I be bamboozling people when I go inside doing them acrobatic reverse layups and so on. Another slept on badge that most people sleep on, I want to give an honorable mention to Giant Slayer, because me myself, I don't use it because I'm a center, but I know a lot of my point guards, my shooting guards, they love this badge. They love this badge, and it's really good, especially after the patch. So make sure to put that badge on as for my point guards and my small guards and so on. Another badge that you do not want to sleep on, this is another big man badge that you do not want to, drop stepper mixed in with pick and roll. Those two badges, they work so beautifully together. You don't even need, if you're a big man who sets screens, get that pick and roll and you're gonna be doing a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? These honorable mentions, they are like, I'm not gonna be telling you how to exactly, these honorable mentions, you need to mess around and see how they all work together. I'm pretty sure it was a pretty interesting video, because now you know exactly what badge to get and how to upgrade it. I hope y'all enjoy this, because I'm gonna be bringing a shooting and a lockdown, so you're able to know what kind of badges you need for your exact player, especially after the recent patch, because it was really interesting. Oh, another shout out to Pro Touch, and I'm out.